Oui, salut les petits loups, j'espère que vous allez bien, moi ça va très bien. Donc aujourd'hui on continue la suite de Vampire. Et c'est parti pour continuer la quête principale avant de continuer les quêtes secondaires qu'on a à faire, parce que je suis dans une zone où j'ai pas du tout le niveau. Enfin si, j'ai le niveau, mais ils sont juste 2 levels de plus que moi et ça peut me défoncer très vite.
There is no protection against malevolence and trickery. You are blinded by your false faith.
C'est qui ça? Hello madame, on n'a jamais parlé tous les deux.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reid.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane?
Je parle à une
from the
prostituée.
Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crasionescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Trouver la boîte aux lettres. Bonjour toi.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Oula, elle veut pas parler, elle est muette, qu'est-ce qu'elle a?
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? You don't seem to need my medical attention for now. Very well.
Ok, bah au revoir, hein. Gros.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. It's locked, all right.
Comment je pourrais passer? Après je me barre de l'autre côté quoi.
Hello again, miss. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
Ok, je lis dans ses pensées, c'est génial. Bon.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Pourquoi je pouvais passer là-haut gros? Un truc qui me dérange, c'est comment... Putain, je vais me bloquer moi-même comme un con, gros. C'est comment qu'on peut passer par derrière, là? Peut-être passer simplement par là, en fait. Ouais, c'est ça. Pourquoi je me prends la tête, moi? Attends, 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 attends. Attends 2 secondes. Comme là, c'est trouver le citoyen.
Men should not be your
Ah, mais là, c'est une autre quête principale, gros. J'avais 2 quêtes principales.
disease.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Peut-être là, ça va remarcher. Parce que j'ai trouvé la lettre.
I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
I must insist, sir.
I have no...
Ah, d'accord. C'est toujours ferme ta gueule, va niquer ta race, quoi. Ah, j'aurais cru avec la boîte, mais j'ai trouvé un truc, mais bon.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
The walls of your home will not protect you.
C'est qui ça? Ah oui, mais ça, c'est. C'est l'abruti, là. Arrête, putain, gros! Non mais oh, je t'attaque à la hache moi gros. Tu me connais pas hein. Je suis pas ta sœur hein. C'est lui l'inconnu Richard, non? Il est bizarre lui.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott.
Exactement,
at
c'est
your
bien lui.
service.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, doctor, and my family despises me.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk.
D'une promenade paisible dans un
Night
cimetière.
walks are always preferable, if you ask me, especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Peaceful? That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Ok,
Darius
merci.
is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Ah merde, c'était la tombe, gros. Oh, ça m'a fait flipper. J'ai cassé une tombe, gros. J'ai cru que j'avais marché sur un piège, mais pas du tout. Bon, maintenant on peut parler au vieux pour qu'il me laisse rentrer. Là, je vais le bouffer. Je vais bouffer l'infirmière aussi parce qu'elle me saoule. Non, mais c'est bon, gros. Je vais pas jouer les gens du docteur. Moi. Putain, les chargements, gros, je sais pas, ça me fait peur. J'ai l'impression que mon jeu va crash, quoi.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
T'as intérêt de me laisser rentrer cette fois. Ah, putain, les chargements.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Charme requis 2? Mais comment on peut avoir un niveau de charme requis 2 en fait?
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Merci de m'avoir laissé rentrer. Après on va discuter tous les deux, toi et moi.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor? It must be my lucky day.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reid.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Intéressant.
Do you have any family left, Mr.
Who knows?
Merde, je voulais pas...
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
J'aimerais moi juste monter mon niveau de charme, mais je sais pas encore comment on fait. J'ai hâte de pouvoir le monter, quoi. Tous ces beaux petits cœurs qui battent. J'ai envie de vous tuer, les gars. Elle doit être en haut, je l'entends marcher. En tout cas, ça a l'air de mal se passer. Putain, mais il y a trop de trucs à ramasser ici. Oui, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort, liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm
J'ai
losing
ouvert
his
la
pulse.
gorge, frère.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
Ah, je sais pas, je dois suturer. Non, je sais pas moi. Laissez-moi terminer seul, j'en sais rien, gros.
Yes. Yes. I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, Doctor. I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
Je suis pas bien, il voit trop de sang.
We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Je voulais pas le sauver de toute façon.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Ah, la salope. Bon.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Nurse Crane, there is no question that the work you've done here is extraordinary, but this dispensary is incapable of coping with the outbreak. It's only a question of days before the situation at hand will overwhelm us. I cannot allow it. It's my duty to put an end to this immediately.
I'm not ashamed.
did what was right. For in the end, I saved lives and you took them. But we had so much in common, Doctor. Don't you see that?
Oh, mon niveau de charme a augmenté. Oh putain, ça m'a fait peur. Gros. Je me trompe de toucher tout, gros, ça y est, ça part en couille. Ah frère, j'ai flippé. Oula, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
This one stinks already. Watch it! It's a killer! Don't like that, do ya?
Je disparais dans le noir. Et je te bouffe! Foiré.
Crush the leech, boys!
Oh l'enfoiré. Attends, comme mon niveau de charme a augmenté, est-ce que je peux le tuer lui maintenant?
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reid. Come on in.
Merci mon ami. Est-ce que lui maintenant je peux le bouffer?
Yes?
Frère, je suis vraiment un bâtard moi. Et ouais, mon niveau de charme a bien augmenté, je suis niveau 2 maintenant, c'est trop cool.
Who will assist Dorothea helping our comrades now that I die?
Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Non, ça on l'avait fait, ça on l'avait fait.
Good.
On va se casser gros. Je regarde tous les niveaux maintenant. On sait jamais. Porte déverrouillée. Merde, j'ai déverrouillé un truc, ça sert à rien en fait. Merde, c'est pas là où il y a la meuf là? Je sais plus.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy!
C'est sérieux là? Ah d'accord. Ah, c'est quoi ce bordel? Ok, plus qu'un. Pardon? Gros, je m'acharne sur lui quoi, je vais pas le lâcher. Houhou. C'est bon là gros, je rigole plus moi. Non mais oh. Excuse-moi toi, mais je me rappelle bien que t'étais niveau 2, non? Voilà. C'est parti monsieur le médecin. On va se parler tous les deux, dans un coin tranquille.
I'm sorry, Nurse Brannigan. I won't witness the great doctor you were destined to be.
C'est pas fini encore, les gars. J'ai dit, je suis un méchant vampire, les gars, je vais buter tout le monde. Je vais faire baisser le quartier au max, les gars, ça va devenir le bordel.
Pippa, my princess, flee away while you can, for all is lost.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
And I'm glad to meet you too, mortal. I see things much more clearly since I escaped those hunters. And that includes you, Jonathan.
Ça sert à les tuer parce que je ramasse masse de trucs en fait. Je suis un connard, j'ai quand même aidé cette meuf et maintenant je vais la buter. Je suis un bâtard. Tu vois que t'es pas un vampire.
Beware, child of the night, for I shall come back and have my vengeance.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
On fait le dernier et après on va se reposer. Et le niveau du quartier va encore très bien baisser. Vous inquiétez pas, hein, madame, j'amène votre fils dans un lieu très sûr. Je vais le soigner, son problème à la gorge. Vous verrez, ça sera ni vu ni connu.
I don't feel the peace I was looking for. Mother, were you right all along?
va aller se reposer. Juste avant, je vais enlever ça, gros. Oh, ultime. C'est quoi ça? La rage. Ça demande mince ressource. Hein. L'endurance, on va l'augmenter. Déjà, moi j'aurais pas souci d'endurance là, non les gars? Ça va être ouf. Eh ben ouais, tu m'étonnes, les crimes ont augmenté. Regardez, situation sanitaire de là où je suis, hostile. Putain, j'ai tué tout ça. Manque plus ce connard là dans le quartier. On a tué. Vos choix correspondent au plié de communication, ok, ouais. Hostile, bah ouais, il y a plein de monstres maintenant qui viennent. C'est le bordel. Ok, cool. Ben nous les petits loups, on va se quitter là sur cet épisode. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Si ça vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à liker, commenter, partager et vous abonner. Et on se retrouve à très bientôt pour la suite de Vampire. Non, je vous dis à très bientôt les petits loups. Merci à tous d'avoir regardé cet épisode.